Hi, I'm Jenny Grant with TrainYourBestFriend.com. I want to talk about brushing. I adopt all my dogs. Almost every one of them has not liked grooming when I first got them, and brushing and nail clipping. So I wanted to talk about a real easy way to start building a positive association with brushing so that your dog will like it. My last golden retriever, we started with real short, gentle sessions. And with puppies, what I would do is go through the motions every day like this, even if you're not grooming really. Just go through the motions to develop a lifelong love of grooming. It's such a pleasure. My golden, after this kind of conditioning, would offer his paw for nail clipping, and he loved brushing after a while. And it's such a pleasure to have a dog that likes to be groomed, and I really encourage you to do your own grooming. It's a really important bonding thing between you and your dog, and it'll let you know if there's anything going on with your dog. Anyway, so I put a leash here. If you have somebody else, you could have them hold the food, but in real life, a lot of us end up doing this stuff by ourselves. So this is a nice heavy table here. So I've got a little leash on here, and I'm clipping him on here. It's a little bit loose so that I can keep him in the area. I use a detangling spray, which I did get him used to gradually. I just wiped it on my hands at first and did that because he didn't like that either. So I've gotten him used to that over time, just real gradually. You never want to frighten them. If you're already having a behavior problem and your dog is already terrified of being groomed, or is really getting angry about grooming, feel free to contact me because there are some different things you would do. This is more for the dog that just dislikes it a little bit. And for puppies, you definitely want to go through this so that you don't have any problems when you teach your dog to like to be handled. Because they naturally tend to go towards not liking it. I see it over and over again. Anyway, so I got this, and what I do is I start brushing him very gently, and at first I keep the sessions really, really short. And then, this is important, the order of things is important. And then I pull out this food, which I put in a Nina Otenson toy. I smeared some fat-free cream cheese. You could use peanut butter or canned food or whatever. I like this because it lays flat, but anything like this that has grooves in it that lays flat would be good. Because you want to get them reinforced for not following your hands. The puppies will follow your hands and they'll grab at you if you don't. So this helps start to teach them not to follow your hand while you're brushing. And sometimes when the dogs are bothered, they'll also do that. And they'll lick at you and mouth you as a way of saying that they're really not comfortable with this. So this helps develop a habit of them licking away. So I put that down. Let's see, he likes that. And then I start doing, and I like that better than the active toys or the round toys because this lays flat and it's neater in the house. And then you just try to go very gently, get like the best brush you can if you do have long hair like my dog, and really, so you can make it as pleasant for them as you can and be real patient. What I do in the beginning with a new dog is I just do one little section at a time and then I stop for the time, because if you do it too long, no matter how much food you use, they're not going to enjoy it. So just start really short and just get them used to it over the days. He's gotten much better about this. First, he was always squirming away, but we've gotten the routine, and he's got a reinforcement history of getting a goodie. So we're going to pretend I've brushed him through. I've been brushing longer now, but I started early. So what I do at the end is I unclip him, so he's free to do what he wants, and I always make sure that he ends with sometime just alone with a good treat. So it always ends on a real nice note for him. And that could be a really good way to teach him to like brushing. Same thing you could do with the nail clippers. I did do a video on using sandpaper sandpaper and teaching them to file their own nails, which is good. Dogs tend to hate nail clippers, so really it just happens naturally. Even if they don't at first, a lot of times it develops and it can get to be quite a serious behavior problem. Again, if you're already having a real reaction to this, give me a call. Because there are steps, real careful steps to undo that. But even with puppies, what I would do is just take out, go, and then give them food. And just start getting them used to it gradually, or give them a treat. Like I have some chicken here, and just touch, and then give a treat. And with him, what I do is one nail at a time, because he has a real aversion to this. And again, a lot of times dogs that were not conditioned carefully, or somebody accidentally hit the quick at some point, that happens pretty naturally and pretty predictably. So you want to do a lot of the nail clippers mean treats are coming. And with your puppies, do this a lot. I recommend not having your vet do the nails clipping because a fear of the vet happens quite often too. Just like with kids, you know, you go into the doctor, you have kids, or the dentist is quite often something they're afraid of. So you're just adding another thing that could be unpleasant at the vet. So you want to really, I encourage you to do it yourself, but if you can't do it yourself, at least go through the motions of conditioning them at home so that it's not so frightening for them and unpleasant for them at the vet, because it will be. Even if it doesn't seem like it at first. Puppies always seem happy, and then as they get older, you start to see some stuff come out. But this works really well. And over time, don't be in a hurry, just little sessions every day, and what you'll find is over time you have a dog that really enjoys being groomed. Okay.